recently I have had a lot of you asking me about positive and negative vibes and how I talk about that a lot, and I know I do. And in my Q&A, I talked about being an empath. And these are tips to help you know if you are an empath. A lot of people think it's a negative thing, but I want to focus on the positives about it. I mean, you feel very, very deeply. I was actually diagnosed by my psychiatrist because he's amazing. I know that a lot of people think that's a more holistic view of things, but for me, it has helped me with my healing because there was a lot of times that I would get very frustrated that people could not express themselves and feel as deeply as I could. And so it's helped me to know that I just need to take a step back because that is not something that everybody is. So for me, I get very overwhelmed in crowds. I feel different people's emotions. I don't even have to know them, and I can read their faces and feel their emotions. I am very easy to talk to, so there's a lot of people that just want to come up to me and pour their heart out to me. I'm very trustworthy, but they want to divulge everything onto me. It seems like no matter where I go, which is an amazing thing because I do love helping people, and that's how empaths are. They really, really want to help people, but it can be very, very draining too if it is a negative person. Another thing, empaths like to be alone a lot because it, we just need to be able to recharge because we feel everything so deeply. Just watching TV, the media, the news, different music will bring out different emotions. Throughout my childhood, everyone just always told me that I was very intuitive and just very emotional, and that's what it was. But after a lot of research with my psychiatrist and everything, that we have found that I am an empath, and it's a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It can be draining, and you have to know when you need to step back. It can be very frustrating because you're very open and willing to explain and able to explain how you feel, but a lot of other people can't do that. So it's very frustrating to try with different relationships and things like that. Another thing is empaths usually can be used very easily. We get, in the mindset of wanting to help, wanting to help, wanting to help, and you just people use you because of that, because you want to be there for them. And there is a big difference in actually being an empath or just having empathetic feelings. Like someone can be, they can put themselves in your shoes and understand what you're going through. As with me, I feel the emotions. It changes me. If I am in a room full of negative people, it reflects on me, and I take that in and I become very negative. If I'm around positive people and uplifting people, it gives me a ton of energy. I feel amazing, and it's awesome. But to be around negative people and trying to help negative people, it can be very draining. It's really hard to deal with people like that, being an empath. Um, yeah, so you have to take your time to recharge, and realize it's a gift. It's amazing, and not everyone has it. So you always have to take that into consideration too, and not be frustrated by people just because they don't feel as deeply as you. that is not their problem, you know. And I spend a lot of time trying to force people to, oh, tell me how you're feeling, you got to know how you're feeling, answer this, answer that. And you can't do that because a lot of people just can't express themselves like that, and they don't feel like we do. I can watch somebody getting hurt, and I physically feel the pain of someone getting hurt. When I am heartbroken or hurt, it physically hurts me. It physically makes me sick. When I am around positive and uplifting people, it affects me the same way. I'm physically ready to go. I'm charged. I'm good to go. And you know, like I said, I'm a very, very, very spiritual person. So I thrive off my spirituality. And, you know, when people want to know more and talk about things like this, it it lights me up. I love helping people, and being an empath, that's something that people like me want to do nonstop. That's my goal in life, just is to help people. And but then we also have the flip side of that, that we want to fix people too, and you have to realize that you can't fix every situation or help everybody out. So yeah, there's my tips about being an empath. And for me, with my spirituality and everything, I just feel it is a gift. It is a gift. It can be draining. You have to know when to take your time to recharge yourself. And it can be very frustrating when you're around people that just don't understand. But when you do realize that's what you are, then you have more of an understanding, and you can be a little bit more sympathetic towards people. Because, you know, I just feel bad for them that they can't feel as strongly as I do, because it's amazing to be able to do it. I mean, it's a blessing and a curse, because when you're hurt, you're really, really, really fucking hurt. But when you're in love, or when you feel love, or when you feel that positivity, it is like a drug. You will never imagine the endorphins and the high that you get from that. So that is why I focus a lot on positive and negative vibes. Um, I think, even without being an empath, you can tell positive and negative vibes from people they put off. With me, you know, I can sense that right from looking at you. You know, I can tell if, you know, you're gonna bring me down or bring me up. So, yeah, yeah. Anyways, there's there's my tips on how to tell if you're an empath. And if you are, don't think of it as any type of weirdness, or just think of it as a blessing. God has blessed you to feel a lot more, and obviously there's a reason that you do, because you can handle it, and you're going to make a difference in this world. So I love you all, and I hope you're having an amazing day, and thank you for watching.